Light attracts light. I am light. So I am a beautiful brown shining light. So I don't think anybody's light dims anyone else's. I think that when other people start to compare you, I think that that's when it shows how dim they are of themselves. So I don't take somebody else trying to dim my light anymore for anybody else. I love B. I know that she's a light, but I know that I'm a light too.
But it's also created such an interesting role for you where, like, you could have rested on your laurels and just been like, hey, I'm a part of this iconic group. My best friend's the biggest star in the world. We kick ass. We're awesome.
Yes,
But
and her best friend / sister is one of the big stars in the world too. So it's like people only see things one-sided. And start to believe this thing where, well, only one woman can do this and they shine the biggest.
Right.
My sister has knocked down doors and made positions for so many women that look like her, that are deeper shade than her or are brighter or whatever, but specifically for Black women, and put Black women in other places that, you know, we're grateful for. You know what I mean? But also somebody else did that for her, and another group has done that for us.
And you're doing that for other
and
people.
I do it for other brown girls. So it's just a cycle and a space for all of us to open up doors for each other instead of compare. Don't be so limited. And I feel like people who compare are limited in their minds, and they limit themselves. And so don't do that to other people.
Well, and do you think that people in the world, and this is what, no matter your career, whatever you're in, that especially for Black folks, right?
Yes.
Like there's limited slots.
Yes.
Right? And so we living in a time right now where it doesn't feel like there's as many limited slots. It doesn't have to be a one.
It doesn't.
Right? It could be 100. It could be, you know, different
roles
get in the game to be the biggest star, whatever.
Yes.
They don't really know why they're wanting what they want, or they don't know why they're uncomfortable next to the person that they're uncomfortable next to, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's, you know, you grew up in a familial, like that's your family.
Absolutely.
Right? Like that's it's not just coworkers.
Yes,
You know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
family. Like,
and so
we're there for each other's children's birth.
Right.
It's deeper than that. And it was a time where, you know, one is young and you listen to the rest of the way the rest of the world thinks, and you might adopt some of that thinking too.
Right.
And I can definitely say, yes, I adopted some of that thinking. And then it had to take maturity and being in my own space, loving my own space, and realizing my own power and what I bring to the table. And if you don't know what you bring to the table, then you just gonna be lost.
That's the part.
Yes.
That's the part that I think a lot of people struggle
And you'll
with.
act like it, you'll talk like it. It's just,
How do you continue to work so hard? Because you clearly bust your ass in the acting world. You're so successful though. Like, it would be, Mike Tyson once famously said, it's hard to get up and run at 5 a.m. when you're waking up in satin sheets. You've been waking up in satin sheets for a very long time. And yet you continue to wake up and just keep going back and want to build and improve as an actor. What motivates you to want to keep grinding?
because I want to get great. I want to be great at it. I don't want to just be okay at it. You know what I mean? I think that there's so many levels to it too. Like when you're acting or when you're producing or when you're directing, like, and you're figuring out all these like creative spaces that you're like, oh, I find that interesting. Well, let me read up about it. Let me ask this person about it. And then you want to like be great at it. So I just want to wake up and be great at it.